We are live. All right. Okay, so not going to be on very long today, but I figured I'd go live since I had a little bit of time. Quiet house. And I tend to do this near the end of the year to reveal my spirit of the year. So I will be doing that in a couple of minutes when we have a few more eyes. So spirit of the year can be anything not whiskey. Anything that's not whiskey is spirit of the year, qualifies to be in the category for spirit of the year. On the table this year, I didn't buy a lot of non-whiskey spirits. I bought a few. This Casamigos Anejo I purchased, which I really enjoyed. On the far end here is a peated Fiji rum from 2009. It's about 10 years old. I bought that at the LCBO. Very rare opportunity to buy something decent at the LCBO for a decent price. This is a Carnmore Foursquare, which is very good, 13 years old. Or Dranmore, sorry, not Carnmore. Dranmore. That's also very good. And then over here is a Valencian Mallet, New Yarmouth Jamaican rum, 26 years old, 56.9%, which is probably one of the better rums I've ever had in my life. That's what the bottle looks like. All right, that's the Valencian Mallet. So that's what I'm going to be sipping today, and that is my spirit of the year for this year. Stream Faces in the house. What's going on, buddy? How are you? Happy holidays to you as well. Loch Ness in the house. Whiskey A in the house. How's it going, guys? Hope you're doing well. There's about 15 of you guys in here right now. Some of you are probably at work or hopefully on holidays like me. Maybe you can pour something as well. Loch Ness is just having a wee pour of the wee beastie. And Whiskey Lovers Society says greetings from Belgium. Greetings. Happy holidays. Thanks for joining. James Morgan in the house. From London. Cheers, Rob and all. What's up, guys? Put a comment down so I can say hello to you. I don't get a chance to do this very often, and I haven't been doing many lives. Honestly, I think I did maybe 3 or 4 lives tops this entire year, if that. I don't even think I've done that many. So not very many at all. So I do apologize for that. But now a rare opportunity to do a live with you guys, which is nice. So again, just to recap here, going to be revealing, which I, to some of you already have revealed, my spirit of the year for 2022. I didn't buy many non-whiskey spirits this year. So the only way it can fall into this group is if it's not a whiskey, of course. Not a Scotch, bourbon, Canadian whiskey. Any of those things do not count, cannot be included. So we're talking cognacs, armagnacs, any type of brandy, any type of rum, tequilas work. And that's, I guess, pretty much it. Maybe some gins or vodkas in the future, but I don't see vodkas making the list. Gins, though. Gins, there's a possibility that gins could be on this list one year. All right. Arash is in the house. Happy holidays, buddy. Dram Yankees in the house saying greetings. What's up, buddy? How are you? Okay, so for those of you just joining us, there's about 20 of you in the chat now. My spirit of the year is the Valencian Mallet New Yarmouth Jamaican rum. This spent 25 years in Jamaica, then aged in Europe for 1 year. It is 26 years old, 56.9%. It's a column still rum, distilled in 1994, bottled in 2021. It's bottled by Valencian Mallet, and it's the art series by Valentine Mallet, limited edition, of course. All right, that's the artistry on the bottle, on the back of the bottle, I guess. Valentine Mallet has some cool bottles. They're doing some cool stuff. So this is my spirit of the year. Definitely the rum I enjoyed the most. Tons of vanilla on this thing. It's like thick vanilla, very estery rum. Okay, so if you're not into estery rums, you're probably not going to like this. If you're more into like the four square kind of rum, this is probably not for you. This is definitely a rum. It doesn't have like the whiskey kind of characteristics that a four square would have. It's very rummy, if that's a word. Thick, dessert-like nose. DJ Beacon in the house saying hello. How are you, my friend? Gaetano is in the house. What's going on, buddy? Thanks for joining us. Saying happy holidays. Happy holidays to you as well. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I think I got everybody so far. About 20 of you guys in here. John Williams in the house. What's up, buddy? This is really, really nice on the nose. You can tell there's a good amount of viscosity to this rum just by nosing it. Anonymous in the house saying happy holidays. Happy holidays, buddy. All right. So definitely a higher ABV on this one, 56.9%. Does not drink like that on the palate at all. Very rummy though. Like if you're not into like your Jamaican estery rums, you're not gonna love this whiskey, or rum anyway. It's not like your typical four square. It's very estery. Anybody get any cool bottles for Christmas or the holiday season? Whether you celebrate another holiday instead of Christmas? So I bought this on sale. It was regular price over $400 Canadian, and I got it for just over $300 Canadian. Like I said, it was on sale just before the 27-year-old came out. The 27-year-old was bottled this year, 2022. This is, like I said, the 26-year-old from New Yarmouth. One of 310 bottles. Loch Ness is saying, oops. I know you must have had some red wine over Christmas. What was the choice, the go-to choice? I really like Primitivos. Primitivos are Italian red Zinfandels, basically. And my go-to wines are Primitivos. So I really like one called Papale. And that's the one that we drank over Christmas quite a bit. To answer your question. How about you, Loch Ness? What did you enjoy? What was everybody else's spirit of the year, the non-whiskey spirit of the year? Whether it was a rum, an Armagnac, a cognac, any recommendations would be nice. James Morgan said, a Chianti from Italy for us. Very cool. Anonymous is saying, I got a Gordon MacPhail 9-year-old Kalila and the Anak 12-year-old. Whiskey A is saying, I have not pulled the trigger, but I found some Mikel Pover, blossoming sherry, old sherried that I'm having a hard time not buying. Is that a? Do you mean to say it's a sherry aged cognac? I don't know what that is, so I'm not gonna even pretend to know. Um, Whiskey A, what is that exactly? About 30 people in the chat right now. Hope you guys are all doing well. Happy holidays. Nice to see you all. Don't get an opportunity to do this very often. It's usually chaos in this house. There's usually voices everywhere, screaming, mainly from my kids. So, the rare opportunity where I'm home alone, I get a chance to go live with you guys, which is nice. What's the best blended whiskey right now? Honestly, I really like this one. I'll grab it for you guys. Really, really like this one. It's peated, but it's definitely one of my favorites. The McNair's Lumreek 10-year-old cask strength, 55.4% ABV. Really, really good stuff. It's basically majority Glenallachie with some Islay whiskey mixed into it. And in my whiskey of the year, I explain what I think is in there. You guys should check that out if you haven't already. If you have, then you know my theory on which Islay distilleries are blended into this nice malted blended malt. Anyway. Loch Ness is saying, I always enjoy Diplomatico rum and a nice rusty nail over the holidays. Right on. Awesome. Cameron saying, thank you. You're welcome. I think, yeah. So Whiskey is saying that the thing he listed above is a whiskey, sherried French whiskey. I've heard good things. Yes, you're right. Malt Reviews did do a review on it. Yeah, I'm curious about that as well. I haven't seen it in shops at all, so I won't be getting that anytime soon. In Ontario, it's literally impossible to import anything from outside of the country because we have super strict customs here. So I wouldn't even attempt it just because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And from what I've heard, a lot of people get their stuff seized anyway, so it doesn't even make it over. Loch Ness is saying, I just bought the Lumreek, not opened yet, but I can't wait on your recommendation, of course. Well, I hope you like it as much as I do. It's always nerve-wracking when people buy stuff based on my recommendation. I always get a little bit concerned that they're not going to like it as much as I do, and then I feel bad about them making the purchase. But I don't know what there is not to like about this, so I have a good feeling that you'll like it, Loch Ness. Okay. The All Dog is saying, I copped some good port on Christmas, Taylor's Historic Reserve. You know what? I got to get into port myself. I would like to buy a few as well, just to like kind of, test it out. I haven't really had much port. I think I've tried it a couple times, but I haven't really like purchased and sat with a bottle of port. SAQ had it, eh? Interesting. I'm not surprised because it's a French product. So, they go hand in hand, Quebec and French products. But I'm surprised if SAQ had it, then the LCBO should be getting it shortly, I would think. But I could be wrong about that. Interesting. So about 35 of you guys here. I just revealed my spirit of the year, which is this new Yarmouth rum. I won't be doing a review on it just because it's really hard to get. Valencia Mallet's doing some great stuff. I think this is the second time a Valencia Mallet made my Spirit of the Year, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I've done more than 4, and I'm pretty sure one was a cognac. Can't remember them all, but a couple times I've had rums in there, or I think 3 of the 4 times I've had rums in there. So if I had to choose, rum would probably be my second favorite spirit next to whiskey, of course. I saw that you opened that Long Row 20. So Springbank Society released a Long Row 20. I didn't grab one, but Jeremy did, so I'll get to try his. So Whiskey A just opened one for Christmas. Thought it would be simpler than he thought it would be. Okay, so you know what? The problem with these ex-bourbon casks is sometimes they're incredible. Well, I guess that happens with sherry as well, but I find that it happens more to me with just strictly ex-bourbon casks, where sometimes they're excellent and then other times they fall short. But who knows? Maybe it'll open up and get a lot better for your sake, Whiskey A. Loch Ness is saying, is there anything better than enjoying a dram on a day off over the holidays while watching Alive by Rob at Whiskey in the Six? I think not. Really appreciate that, buddy. And I'm really happy you decided to tune in. A lot of my friends are coming in today. Santa Cruzin is in the house. What's up, buddy? Nice to see you. John Kranz is in the house. Hope you guys are doing well. So I have a few other Valencia Mallets on my shelf here. I have 2, actually. One is a Vine Arts exclusive Sherry Hogshead Linkwood. Cool bottle here. I'll show you. The art on these things are really cool. I'm a sucker sometimes for the art on these Valencia Mallet bottles. All right, so that's an 11-year-old. I've had the neck pour of that. It was just okay so far. I don't know how much I like it yet. And then this Glendullen, 12-year-old. All right, that one I've had for a while now, and it's good. Ex-bourbon cast, or no, this one is Sherry Hogshead, but it's super, super light. So it's probably like a several times refilled Sherry Hogshead. Good, but not like mind-blowing. And that tends to happen. And why some stuff sits on my shelf over here, because I don't tend to get to the stuff that I'm not overly enthusiastic about. James, what's going on, buddy? Nice to see you. P-Boss in the house. How are you, my friend? Prime Whiskey in the house. How's it going? I don't think I missed anybody. I think I got everybody so far. So for those of you just joining, I named the New Yarmouth 26-year-old Valencia Mallet as my Spirit of the Year. Good stuff. I'm having a wee dram of it right now. Very estery rum, very dessert forward. One of those, like, this is probably best served after dinner, to be honest with you, with your dessert. Really sweet. Great viscosity to it, great nose. And I would just imagine that as it goes down the bottle, it'll get even better. But very, very good. Lots of vanilla. Vanilla bomb, actually. So Santa Cruzin is catching up on some of my videos, recent videos of mine. He's getting a ton of rain where he's at. It beats what we get at this time of year, Santa Cruzin. So I would trade if I could. The ABV on the New Yarmouth is 56.9%. It's a single cask. And like I said earlier, it's aged 25 years in Jamaica and then 1 year in Europe. Valencia Mallet is located in Italy. I don't know if they have a warehouse there that they age some of their stuff uh, there as well. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I would assume so. They're getting pretty big. Prime Whiskey is saying bottled an SC 10-year-old Glendullan with my own label on it. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. All Dog is saying, have you had Plantations pineapple? Quite a nice one for a lower budget. I haven't had the pineapple one. I've had, you know what? Plantations is really, really well priced at the LCBO. So this one I think I spent, which is a 2009 Fiji, but finished in a Kilchoman peated cask, which I think is pretty cool for 6 months. And this one was I think under $90, if I'm not mistaken, Canadian, which for the LCBO is actually a really, really good price. So I haven't had all of the Plantations, but the ones that have come here, I make a point to buy because they're usually well priced. Steamface is saying, I wanted to thank you for your recommendation to brewers. I now have 15 bottles open and a backup for each. Something about their stuff hits me right in the. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I really like Two Brewers as well. And it's hard not to like any of their expressions. Almost every single one that I've tried was excellent. So I don't blame you for having that many open. They are really, really good. I have a few open myself. I think I have 2 or 3 open at the moment. No, maybe more than that. I have 2 unreviewed up here, and then another 2 that have already been reviewed. This time of year, because we have a lot of get-togethers and stuff like that, I tend to bring boxes of open bottles to like my in-laws' house or my own parents' house, my brother's, and then kind of just share the wealth because of how much I buy and how much I'm constantly reviewing and pushing to the other side of the shelf that's already been reviewed. It adds up, and I can't. There's no way I'll ever drink it all. I don't drink enough to drink all my open stuff. So I figure by bringing it to people's houses, at least they have the opportunity to try some stuff that they wouldn't normally get to try. Also, when I go there, I can have a decent pour as well. So that's the small bit of it that's selfish, I guess. Anyone had the chance to try the Two Brewers 37 newest cast strength release? I have not. I'm sure it's really good, but I haven't had a chance. And then there's people talking amongst themselves, which is nice. Thanks for joining me, guys. That's awesome. There's been about 30 of you in the chat the whole time. Really happy to see you guys. Hope you're all doing well. I'll stay on for another, let's call it maybe 10 minutes. Chat with you guys. Don't get an opportunity to do this very often. So what are you guys drinking? If you are drinking something right now, what is it? Do I have a wish list like Jeremy? There's a couple things on Jeremy's wish list that I would also add to mine. I definitely want to get that Springbank 10 PX if I can. Really hoping I can get that. I'd have to think about that. You know what? I need to start slowing down with my purchasing, to be honest with you. But yeah, I buy way too much whiskey, and the channel does not meet the requirements of what I'm paying for whiskey on a monthly basis. Let's just say that. Kilkerran 16 in James's glass. That's awesome. All Dog is saying it's 8 a.m. where he's at, so drinking coffee. I don't blame you. James said, Rob, I have missed your video or have you announced your whiskey of the year yet? Yeah, it's up on my channel. You can check that out. It actually did a lot better than I thought this year, or I think it's done better than normal years as far as views go. It's approaching 10,000. I released it 5 days ago, so yeah, it's approaching 10,000 views, which is very good, and not a whole lot of thumbs down, which is nice. So, which reminds me, if you guys don't mind, if you're liking what you're seeing right now, give a thumbs up. I don't say that enough. Curiosity Public saying, "Dang, dude, we gotta get you some better tequila." 100%. I definitely need some better tequila. Um, I really enjoy tequila, and we don't get a lot of quality tequila up this way. And the stuff that is decent is ridiculously priced. It's like we're paying 350 for Clase Azul Reposado right now, which is absurd. Like it's just everything is so expensive. It's ridiculous. Ricky's drinking Glen Cadam 17. Very cool. RXK is saying the Springbank 15 this year was great. Glad it made your list. Yeah, I love it. Honestly, even the newest one that I just opened, which was bottled in June of 2022, is incredible as well. Springbank, man, I cannot get enough of Springbank. Santa Cruz is saying, I'm heading out for some Springbank 15 soon as the rain stops. Yeah, honestly, it's fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. Whiskey A is talking to Streamface. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I think I did. Some two brewers talk up ahead. Oh, we got Puffs and Jams. What's going on, buddy? They're saying Party Sharks Foggy IPA from Refined Fool Brewing. Not whiskey, but it'll do. Yeah, I'm not drinking whiskey either right now, so it's fitting for this stream, I guess. Do you guys pick up a lot of the squeaking of my chair when I move around? Is the mic picking that up? Get that repo out. I think you have. I think I didn't. I'm pretty sure you took back the repo, didn't you? Monty's in the house, my boy, partner in crime for Saints and Mountains, as well as YouTube brother, 6 Gin and Rock and Roll. If you guys haven't checked him out, please do. 46 of you watching, so if you haven't checked out 6 Gin and Rock and Roll and you like yourself some non-whiskey spirits, check out 6 Gin and Rock and Roll, because he does tequilas, he does gins, and I'm sure the horizons will be broadening this year as well, or this upcoming year. He's saying, I think we smashed it. Donald, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Donald Rant's in the house. Rich Cole says, squeak free on this side. That's good to know, because it's making a lot of noise over here. So I'm glad that the mic is only picking up my voice and not my chair. What do you think about... Oh, man. Thanks so much, buddy. Really appreciate the super chat. Happy holidays to you as well. Thank you, SC. Bourbon aged beer. I've only had a few bourbon aged beers, so I can't really speak too much to them. I mainly have had stouts that were aged in bourbon casks. But I really like my stouts. The only thing is, I wish they would just can stouts in normal cans, because I tend to waste a good third of the can because I can never finish the tall boys. They're so heavy. So, but yeah, I digress. Yes, I've had a couple bourbon aged beers, but not many. SC, thank you very much again. I really appreciate the super chat, buddy. So a few people have said what they're drinking right now. I guess not everybody is drinking right now in California. It's only 11 o'clock, which I guess is close enough to 12 that you can have a dram on holidays. Whiskey is asking about my thoughts on the CC45. I haven't tried it yet, to be honest with you. I got invited to a tasting for the CC45. I just couldn't make it because I was canceling a lot of my kickboxing classes that I teach to go to these events. December gets really, really busy. And it was just too short notice when I found out about the CC45 tasting. So I had to say no, unfortunately. So I haven't tried it yet. I'm hoping to try it soon, but we'll see. It's a lot of money. It's $500. I know it's 45 years old, but $500 is a lot of money. So we'll see. I need to get into rum. I don't know anything about rum. Honestly, start with Foursquare. You're already into whiskey. It's the easy transition. I really, really like Foursquare. This Foursquare is an independent bottle of Foursquare, but any of their main releases that are dated are phenomenal. They tend to be bourbon cask matured, which is what I would recommend to try first, because it's a true kind of example of what a Foursquare can be like. So yeah, go with that first, but yeah, go to Foursquare. The New York, I would say, stay away from the more estery Jamaican rums at first until you're really getting into rum, because they can be a little bit off-putting for people that are not necessarily into rum yet. All right. So just keep that in mind. Stay away from the more estery rums and more toward the like Foursquare. I think Foursquare is a easy transition if you want to try a rum for the first time. Whiskey A saying I'm at work, so no drink for Whiskey A today, or yet anyway. Lucifer saying it's 2 p.m. in Toronto. I'm not drinking right now. Yeah, 2 p.m. The only reason I'm drinking right now and the only reason I'm live right now is because I have an empty house for the first time in a very long time, where I have the house to myself. I was actually supposed to get together with Monty from 6th Gen Rock and Roll to do some jamming, but I don't know if that's going to work out. And I think we're going to have to cut this short because my daughter just arrived home and she's at the door. So the doorbell rings, 50 people in the chat, but I have to unfortunately leave. Really nice to see all of you. Like I said, it's the Valentine Mallet New Yarmouth 26-year-old as my whiskey of the spirit of the year, and really appreciate all you guys. Happy holidays. Hope you're doing well, and stay safe for the rest of the holidays, and have a very, very happy New Year, guys. Cheers, everybody.